Marvel, baby. They actually made it a full re-release with online netcode, right? I think they had training mode as well. Gonna take you for a ride back to the arcades with Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Game Collection Arcade Classics, 7 legendary games, 1 super heroic collection, coming to Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Steam in 2024. I watched part of this, but I didn't see the whole thing in detail.
Capcom presents.
They're back! Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. Children of the Atom? That's where it all began, right? Berserker Barrage. Marvel superheroes? The only time I ever see these games, X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I've seen so many crazy infinite combos in this game. I was going to say, the only time I really see these games in action is people doing the most busted combos and setups and unblockables. Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter. It's funny how they get closer and closer to Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, you can see the evolution of how they're, like, having these franchises mash up. And they're finally like, why don't we just do, okay, Marvel game, Capcom game, Street Fighter versus Marvel. Why don't we just do Marvel versus Capcom? And there's the big one. You know what's funny? Even though this is the most legendary game of the bunch, I feel like I like the aesthetics of all the previous titles more. MVC2 is kind of uglier than all of them. It definitely looks the weirdest. Marvel 1 looks the best. Yeah, I really like the aesthetics of all the other previous titles more. They look so much more... I mean, I think that's by design, right? MVC2 is kind of a hodgepodge of different sprites mashed together from different titles. It's clear they had a more consistent vision with every other title preceding MVC2. And then also the transition to the 3D backgrounds. While it's charming in its own way, some of them age poorly. Some of them look great, but some of it's pretty jarring, having the sprites with the 3D backgrounds. But the game is beast. Not trying to rag on MVC2. Obviously, it's a historic moment that this game is coming back, and I want to see the features. I love watching high-level MVC2. This is a Capcom game? I've never seen this. The Punisher? Okay, exciting new features. Soundtrack, sweet. Gallery. Good artwork from this era for sure. Training mode. Okay, I didn't see this. Use training settings to train your way. Safe fall, throw recovery, action, block. Oh my god, training mode. All I know is I spent 5+ hours trying to learn how to do a fucking infinite. I guess I should bring it up. Maybe some of you guys haven't seen that. That was like my first viral video. It wasn't viral, but it was my first successful video. This one, Iron Man Infinite. It's still my 3rd most watched video of all time. Iron Man Infinite combo speedrun. And I wonder if there'll be save states, like a real ass training mode. Look at that, hitboxes. We don't even got that in Street Fighter 6. Input display, hitboxes. And wait, hold on. What was the other? Damage, total damage, combo, stun. Oh, they're going to show the stun? The stun's a mystery. Stun is a mystery in this game. The dizzy. 1-button specials. Wait, what? Perfect for beginners. Launch specials with a single button. They added modern controls to the OG games. What? They added modern controls? I mean, that honestly, whatever, man. If that gets people to buy the game to try it out, cool by me. Save and load anywhere. Quick save. Oh, so like in single player. Yeah, whatever. Marquee cards. That's kind of sick. As a kid, I didn't play that many fighting games on arcade cabinets as a kid. But I did play them, right? The most I played was Street Fighter 2 and maybe Tekken 2 or 3. And that was at our local sports bar that my parents would take us to dinner every once in a while. And then there was a bowling alley that I would occasionally go to and see the arcade cabinets. And a big part of that experience, I mean, I was really young, was just reading and looking at the marquee cards. I guess that's what they're called. And not understanding a thing I was looking at. The Tekken ones were sick. The Tekken ones had so much bullshit all over them. I remember looking at the Street Fighter ones and then looking at the Tekken ones and being like, wow, Tekken is crazy. Even though Tekken was actually easier to just mash those combos out. Long-awaited online features. Casual. Lobby. Okay. High score challenge. This is like a... Oh, the Punisher. It's a lobby for single player. Test your strength against players from all over the world. Ranked match. Oh, they had a ranked match? A ranked system? Hold on. Look at this UI for the online mode. This is MVC3. This is the same menuing that pops up. This is MVC3. Right? This saving reminds me so much of MVC3. So what was that? Casual match, ranked match, custom match, ranked leaderboard, high score challenge leaderboard. Okay, that's cool. I don't know why the Punisher is thrown in here. I guess it's the only like other Marvel game Capcom was producing. That's sick. Did they mention rollback netcode or anything specifically? Did I miss something? I saw people were talking about it, that it would have rollback netcode, but I don't see a confirmation during the trailer. It's on the website. Did they mention the website anywhere? Oh, right here. Rollback netcode. Okay, after the marquee cards. Rollback netcode for a smooth online experience. Okay, well, good they confirmed that, but it doesn't necessarily mean it'll be implemented correctly. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So... hopefully they do it justice. What website are you guys talking about? Do you guys have a link? No crossplay? So I guess that means the MVC community is going to migrate to Switch on Wi-Fi. Thank you, EDL. Don't worry if it's your first time. Use difficulty settings and one-button specials to ease your transition into the game. One-button EX. Plus, rollback netcode will make for smooth and enjoyable online battles. Yeah, they went all out with this. I'm hoping this becomes the new definitive way to play these games. You know, everyone uses Fightcade or like Pirates things, and that's just an accessibility issue. I guarantee you so many people would prefer playing the official release of these kind of games if it was possible to do. So I'm glad to see Capcom doing this. It's really suspicious how much effort was put into this announcement, just saying. I see the speculation about this preceding a potential MVC4, but listen, you guys gotta remember the age-old strategy. Keep your expectations low, and you can't be disappointed. I know things are different this day and age with, you know, Cap God returning with Street Fighter 6 and Monster Hunter and Resident Evil all kind of doing work right now. But you got to remember the Street Fighter 5 era, all right? You got to remember, you had to keep expectations low. Even, listen, we had the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite announcement, and even then, those who got excited... what happened to them? They got burned. Because what the fuck happened to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? I mean, how did we go from this to this? Or this, dude? Just the game looks bad. It's just a bad looking, it's just ugly. Ugly game, aged horribly, looked terrible from the beginning. I feel like this is a very flattering screenshot. And even this looks terrible. Is this the final UI? Is this the right UI of the game? This is the best the game has ever looked. This is the best this game has ever looked to me, and it looks terrible. It's just horrific. And the gameplay is broken beyond repair. Like, MVC3 was broken to a beautiful degree. I feel like all the MVC games are happy accidents, right? MVC3 is definitely busted, but it's beautifully busted. MVCI, the gameplay is okay at a high level, but it's so oppressive with the way the tag system works that it becomes degenerate. It becomes like the same techniques over and over. You get some kind of busted invincible move, you tag in, something that covers the screen and has a lot of active frames to tag in your other guys so they can run 8-way mix-ups while the active move for your previous character is still going. I don't know. I just feel like it was... from what I've seen, the gameplay obviously didn't have enough time to develop fully in my eyes, so I don't want to totally disparage the gameplay. But early on, the gameplay was extremely centralizing. I know some people love this game, gameplay-wise, and hats off to you, but watching it, you could tell. You could just tell it wasn't the same. And I think stylistically and aesthetically, there's no excuse for this. How did this happen? So if MVC4 does come to fruition, cool, but I don't for a second get my hopes up about this, meaning there's MVC4 on the way. And if they even announce MVC4 until I see gameplay live, demoed, no pre-recorded action, until I see it happening and then it looks good, only then will I allow myself to be a tiny bit excited. I think they were really trying to time the release and cater to people with the upcoming Infinity War movies instead of making a good fighting game. Yeah, I mean, obviously the priority was all building up to Infinity War and Endgame, and I think the product suffered because of it. But still, I don't understand. I still don't understand. Just the whole, like, MVC3 is such a timeless game. I think MVC3 is, like, the greatest fighting game of all time, in my opinion. Just as a casual gamer, it's so easy to get into and make cool shit happen. Aesthetically, I think it is timeless. I think it is aged amazingly. I think it is beautiful. And then at high level, it's a ridiculous shit show that is amazing to watch. MVC3 just... Mwah. MVC2, I think the gameplay is amazing. I don't think it's as pretty as MVC3. I love watching some, what's his name, J360? Iron Man Infinite people. I like watching some unblockable incomings into Iron Man Infinites. I'm about it. It'll be interesting to try it out. I'll definitely pick up this game. I don't know if I'll be able to sneak my teeth into the game to actually learn how to control it, but I'm happy that MVC2 is now free. Markman confirms save state for training mode. That is a lifesaver. A big problem about going back to these older games is not having those kind of features, because with the perspective of all the amazing tech that and combos and setups that people do with these games, when you go back to it, you want to be like, man, can I do that? Can I be one of those guys who does those sorts of things? And you know, they have the benefit of having 2 decades of experience practicing that sort of stuff. But to get into it, knowing what the vision is and not having the modern tools to help make training get there, it is painful. Save states are just, it's such a critical feature for streamlining the labbing and grind process.